Barstool, late night, party on, excellent.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Barstool at Night. This is Eddie with Carl. Carl, you look like you're in a different setting today. Are you all right?
I'm using, people always complain. They say I look like a potato on late night shows. So I brought out the new phone, baby. I got the new phone. Let me show you something. You ain't never seen a screen crack like this, Ed. Okay?
Okay.
See that?
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
So we got the new phone out here. People keep saying I look like a potato. Not tonight, my man.
Not tonight. I love it. Looks good. Everything's good. Big week this week. It could be the last week ever.
Well, it's a sad stretch for where we're at with Barstool at Night. But you know what? We valiantly put our best effort through quarantine, and we have a loaded guest slate for this week. I mean, we're talking, no disrespect to anyone who's come before, but this is pound for pound. I mean, this is 1927 Murders Row Yankees we're talking here.
Huge. This is a huge. We had to go out big. Okay, we had. If this is going to be the last week before the office goes back to normal in New York, we got to do it big. And we have a guy who's a good friend of ours. Let's bring him out. It is Rico Bosco.
Do we have his music?
We don't have his music, but we have an absolutely
unbelievable Rico.
Don't mess with me, Carl. Don't mess with me, Carl.
Rico, how are we doing?
I don't know. I can't figure out this camera, but there we go. Go like that. What's going on?
Nothing. What's up with you? I didn't expect this. We were talking all day about, all right, we got to get Rico, like put a picture of him, maybe like the Thank You Rico Bosco t-shirt. We didn't know how you were going to do it, but then you come in looking like Shadow, and it looks great. Glad to have you.
Yeah, white Oakleys. I don't know if you can see. Kind of hard right there. White Oakleys, a little feng shui hat that might not be mine, but we make do.
I love it. I love it, Rico. Well, thank you for joining us. It's very, very important to us to get you on the show for the last week here. So let's get into the topics here. We got Dallas Goedert, I assume. Yeah, Goedert, right? I said that right. Dallas Goedert, tight end, Philadelphia Eagles. Got sucker punch. We could roll the tape. We could talk over it as well. You can see him right there. He's at the bottom of the screen. Rico, I'm going to be deferring to the shore a lot in this episode of Barstool at Night. I'm sure you've seen your fair share of these. What's your takeaway on this fight footage here?
So athletes and sucker punches are not uncommon. First one that comes to me, Rudy Tomjanovich.
Rudy T.
So I feel for the guy. I mean, I don't really know where he was. It doesn't look like that seedy of a place, but could end his career. I really kind of feel for the guy.
No, I hear you. Carl, what hits you about this video?
Well, I mean, are we talking about the Dakotas?
Yeah, you don't
expect.
Are we
talking Dakotas here? Yeah, you don't expect it. But here's the thing: when you get into that part of the United States, they don't give a fuck what you played, who won what championship. That's just a hard way of life. These are people that survive these tough, long years. They get 2 months of decent weather a year. These are people who have absolutely no reservations of throwing a sucker punch and then standing there and kicking the shit out of your friends in the process. The Dakotas are more terrifying than anyone gives them credit. The reason people don't, not enough population, Ed.
If you got to say, in the 50 states, are the Dakotas 2 of the top 5 where people go out looking for fights?
I would... Yeah, small town Dakota hockey boys working on the fucking pipeline throughout the day. Like those guys go out there drinking mead and they're looking to throw elbows. Ed, I'd say 2 of the top 5. Rico is Jersey in the top 5.
Easily. I would also say certain suburbs of New York. I've watched people getting fights over fucking the mail. You walk on my rocks, fucking you're getting capped. That's how it goes in certain spots, man. I mean, people are out of their bird. But yeah, both Dakotas, nothing to do. Definitely put it up there. They're looking to fight.
What's the breathing situation look like, Rico? How you holding up?
Not great. It's tough, but we'll make do. Can you hear me? I'm worried about. I might take a 30. I might step off real quick.
No, so you're doing great.
You sound good. I'm worried. I'm just worried about your breathing right now. But you sound good. Don't worry about the sound. You sound great.
All right. Glasses are fogged up like shit, but, you play through the flu game.
He played through. He's got a visor on. All right, we'll move on to our next topic. Hilarious blog. This is a late story off the presses. Donnie Does apparently got some information back in China that his place was fucking trashed by an Airbnb guest, excuse me. Let's roll the tape on this. I mean, unbelievable. Cigarette butts on the ground. We got whippets. Rico, like I said, I'm going back to the shore again. I'm sure you've been to a lot of fucking nasty ass shore houses. Any as bad as this, though?
Well, yeah. So hotels, I'm the type of guy. I double check my drawers, make sure I don't leave anything because that's a black hole. You're never getting back to a t-shirt, whatever. I'm also the type of guy who does not make the room in the hotel. I feel bad for those people. I rip the sheets off. I might empty the chamber instead of make sure I'm clean for the ride home, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So I might not flush. Like I abuse hotel rooms, but to do it to somebody's house in an Airbnb, really kind of depressing, not right. And Donnie's a good guy. I feel for him here.
Carl, what do you got?
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Donnie's a wild man. They probably expect Donnie to live in a state like that. Not true at all. Donnie's very put together. He's a very organized man. He's a guy who gets shit done. I understand. I empathize with him entirely. The cigarette butts hurt, especially because he's a hoon guy. He likes to crank hoons. Nobody wants to be cranking hoons indoors. You smoke cigs inside, that's one thing. You smoke inside, ash him on the couch, that's another thing. It's a very tough situation. I know it hits home to Donnie, too, because he's lived in so many random stranger people places, night here, night there, couch here, couch there. I mean, this is just not a network of abuse this guy ever saw coming.
Yeah, that's bad karma, right? You're right. For a guy who stays a lot of different places, like, is this him? Did he trash Pangzai's room or something? What happened?
Come on, do not ever say that. I would never speculate about that. I'm sure he treated him with the utmost respect.
I would think so too, but it's just it's a wild thing because I'll tell you what, you got to be the lowest fucking form of human to fucking ash on someone's couch, right?
No question. Yeah. We're not talking about a sophomore high school party here. Things got carried away because the rival high school is waiting outside. They made out with your girlfriend New Year's Eve. Someone's going to get their ass kicked. We're talking about an Airbnb here, folks. I mean, come on, security deposits and all.
No.
Now, did I read it right? It was a girl, too? It wasn't like it was a bunch of frat guys? That's even more bizarre.
No, the girl booked a room. Now, saying who was there, yeah, there she is. Saying who was there, who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure.
Oh, you think you don't think it was her, Ed?
Well, I mean, it could have been a guest of hers. She's not fucking ripping all those heaters, I don't think, in 4 days. I mean, who the fuck does that by themselves? She broke out the pots, left it all there. I mean, there was more. It was more than just her. I don't think she made all the damage. But I don't know. That's me.
Rico, you would never. Just say it. I know you would never. I just need to hear you say it.
No, I can't. You can't wreck somebody's house. Hotel rooms, I mean, common area. Like I said, kind of off limits. You don't ruin them, but you get your money's worth. House, unfair, not nice.
I got a hotel move. We don't have to get too quick. But if you're gonna, I just always get a good ball trim in a hotel room because I'm not too, you trip it up, clean it here, all that stuff. My lady here, I got to be very careful about that stuff. But you go into a hotel room, let it fly a little bit. Back, I got a hotel room in Louisville. I probably owe them some money. Clogged up a couple drains. Had them on a long time without trimming it. So it was a big mess.
I'm going to steal that move. My move I inherited from my father is you turn on the air conditioner and you tell the people you're with, if they touch it, they're going to lose a fucking finger. AC's running all the time.
Hey, this will be our fifth unofficial teaser for a future dog walk draft about air conditioners. That quote will be coming again to you sometime.
Yeah, you ain't paying the electric. Get your money's worth. That's what I say.
I agree. All right, here, last topic. James Gandolfini. It was told on the Joe Rogan podcast from Steve Shrippa and Mike Imperioli that he wanted to beat the fuck out of Harvey Weinstein. Let's roll the tape.
I was in Jim's trailer, and he had just did the movie with Brad Pitt, a mob movie, and he said, Harvey Weinstein called. He wants me to do Letterman. I said, I don't do talk shows. And he gets calling, and he says he got fucking nasty with Jim. And Jim said, I will beat the fuck out of Harvey Weinstein. He fucking calls me again. I will beat the fuck out of him. For the money he paid me, I'm not fucking doing it. Swear to God.
Wow.
And this is all before the Harvey Weinstein shit, when he was still the king shit. This is 2012.
Rico, I think this is bigger than sports. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. First off, like, are you the type of guy who wants to annoy Gandolfini for anything, let alone, you're a pickle sniffer and an abuser? Like, so you got what's coming to you. So props to Gandolfini. He always seemed like, and earlier in that interview, they say he's an intelligent guy, and he's obviously a great actor. But even for this guy, it's like, listen, don't make me do what I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like, enough. A lot of it was like entourage. Like, Ari would try to make him do stuff, or the publicist, they'd be like, yeah, fuck off. Like, let us do what we want to do here. You know what I mean?
For sure. Carl?
I mean, even in death, Tony Soprano finds a way to be the fucking toughest guy in the room. Like, it's just amazing. Like, of course, everybody hates Harvey Weinstein. It doesn't matter the reason James Gandolfini wants to beat him up. The fact of the matter is, it's out there. Gandolfini's looking for you, Weinstein. Even if he's dead, even if Weinstein never takes another step for as long as that motherfucker lives, he's behind the cane. Whatever the situation is, it's just amazing Tony Soprano's still lurking.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is good versus evil. Like, this is it. Like, this is, if you would have said, like, back in the day, like, what's a good punishment? Should we lock up this Weinstein? Should we send him fucking an alcohol? But no, let's just let fucking James Gandolfini deal with him, and that'll be perfect. So I actually kind of love that. It's interesting, too, how they were saying a little bit more on the podcast. They were saying, like, he, like, wore bandanas and, like, wore Birkenstocks. Was kind of a hippie kind of guy. Like, not nothing like he really was in the show,
He had a very particular craft, would you say? He's an absolute pro. The story of James Gandolfini getting casted for Sopranos, about how some people didn't think he was worth it. Some people that wanted bigger name actors. We have a no-name actor. Who's this Gandolfini guy? Never carried anything before. He's just too, is he too technical? Does he understand the role?
It's a rough-looking guy.
It's arguably the greatest character of all time, Rico. I'm interested where he is in your power rankings as characters all time.
Up there with probably, when you look at, I guess, just drama alone, him, Walter White, Elliot Stabler, I would fucking put up there too. I know that's a sleeper. I think he's fucking great. I'm serious. I think he was fucking awesome in SVU. Two things on Gandolfini. One, he's had his run-in with abusers with the soccer coach, if you remember. So if he knew about Gandolfini, they would have fucking roughed him up, with the dog, like they did the Meadows soccer coach. And two, earlier in that, they talk about True Romance. I don't know if you guys saw that Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, one of his best.
I thought it was unbelievable. His role in that movie is very underrated. I thought that was great. I'm not a huge Tarantino guy, but just a sleeper of a movie with quarantine going on. He's still looking to rent something. Pop on True Romance.
True Romance. There you go. Rico recommendation. I like that. All right, Rico. That's our topics for today. It's time for some trivia. We were actually trivia partners at one point, so we lost. So I wish you well, better than we did a couple weeks ago, whatever that was.
Yeah,
so,
definitely a little nervous on this. Chief usually rigs it my way, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's swap out Carl and myself for White Sox Dave and Chief.
Sugar digga digga digga, White Sox Dave.
All right, Rico, appreciate you coming on. You got the Neighborhood Watch. You look like the Neighborhood Watch logo. That's what you got going on. So it's a good look for you. Thanks for coming on. You said you're nervous about playing against White Sox Dave here?
Yeah, I think I'm doubly nervous because this breathing device has got me going. So I hope I go first. Otherwise, I'm going to pass out.
All right. Well, we always let White Sox Dave go first. So we're going to have you either, you can catch a breath here.
Yeah, I'm going to mute it.
Mute it. Okay, great. Mute it and see if you can close your eyes for this first one too. We don't want to give you an unfair advantage because it is a visual aid. Dave, first question here. I need you. Hopefully, Matt has the picture ready. Okay, so that character from Rocky. I need you to give me his name. If you give me his first and last name, it'll be 2 points.
Hey, Bob, I didn't hear no bell. That's him, right?
Yeah, that's him.
You said real name. I don't know
No,
either.
not just the character's name. Just the character's name.
What the fuck is it?
2 points if you get the full name. If you give me just the first name, I'll give you 1. 15 seconds.
God damn it. I don't know.
Don't know? Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, I'll know as soon as I hear
bet
it.
you, like when you hear the first name, you're going to want to kill yourself.
Yeah, I already kind of do.
Okay. All right. Second question. We got like a word problem. It's math. So pay attention. If a team has 5 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety, how many points did they score?
Are we just automatically assuming PATs?
5 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety. How many points did they score? You can start the clock on them, Matt. Dave, are you frozen?
No, I'm here 41. I mean, 41 or 46 if you're counting the extra points.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have a little tri-state area duel here. You're the big New Jersey expert. You have to give me all 3 states that border New Jersey, and if you say one wrong, then you don't get it. So you can't just like ramble off all.
Okay, so New York, Pennsylvania, and Delaware.
All right. Question number 3. The last season of Big East football was 2012. Who from the Big East who represented the Big East in a BCS bowl game that year? Which team?
That wasn't Rutgers with Shiano, was it? No, that was like 07 or 08, I want to say. I'll just go Miami.
Miami? Final answer?
Final answer, yeah.
Okay. All right. Question number 5. Which former Coach K assistant, so any former Coach K assistant, has the most wins as a head coach? Start the clock.
Wouldn't be, no. What's Harvard's coach? He was at Michigan, I think.
There's a lot of them out there.
I know there's a billion of them out there. Collins, final answer.
Your boy?
Yeah, obviously that's not. He's got like 100.
Okay.
If that.
All right. Final question. Who was the head coach at Alabama before Nick Saban, but not the interim? So they fired a guy and there was an interim. I don't care about the interim. I want to know who the coach was before Nick Saban. The last full-time head coach at Alabama.
Did we talk about this in the office the other day?
I don't think so. Not exactly this.
I'm gonna say.
Need an answer right now.
Petrino. It's not, but
okay.
He was right. Atlanta.
All right. Well, we'll see how you did. I mean, do you have any gripes with the question today?
No, they were fine. A little too hard, if we're being honest. But
I mean, we'll see how hard they are. We'll see if we got Rico on there. So, can we bring Rico back on? All right, Rico. Let's get your volume jacked up here.
We good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right, great. All right, so whenever you're ready, we'll get it started. The first one is a picture is going to pop up there. I need you to give me the character's name. If you give me the first and last name, it's 2 points. If you give me just the first name, we'll give you 1 point.
Sure. Okay, it's definitely Mickey. Williams. I'll go Mickey Williams. Definitely.
Williams. Mickey Williams. Okay. All right. Question number 2. A team has scored. This is a math question, like a word question. If a team has 5 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety, how many points do they score?
Okay. Give me that again. 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, 3 field goals, and a safety.
That's 30. 3 field goals, 9. And a safety, 41.
Okay. Next question. We need the 3 states that border New Jersey, and if you stumble and say one wrong, like if you say like Wyoming or whatever, you're eliminated for that question. So you can't just ramble off states, but you got to get 3 exactly right here.
All right. So
States that border New Jersey.
Sure. It's definitely New York. It's definitely Pennsylvania. And I'm torn between, what did I say? New York, Pennsylvania. I'm torn between Delaware, Maryland.
Ten seconds.
I'm gonna go Delaware, I think, because of the water gap. I think it's Delaware.
Okay. All right. Question number 4. Old time, or a little bit old time football here. The last season of the Big East as a football conference was in 2012. Which school represented the Big East in a BCS game that year?
All right. I know West Virginia was good around that time. I also know Connecticut snuck into one. Wasn't Syracuse. Big East was Louisville at the time. I think I'm going to go West Virginia.
West Virginia?
Just because they were good at the time.
Okay. Okay. Question number 5. Your boy, Coach K. I need to know, of his coaching tree, which of his former assistants has the most wins as a head coach?
Okay. His most successful assistants are Collins, who's been in and out of jobs, Amaker, who had good runs at Harvard, and I think he was at Seton Hall, Bray, and Wojciechowski. I'm going to say Bray, Mike Bray.
Okay. All right, final question here. We have 6 questions only. Who was the last head coach at Alabama before Nick Saban? So not an interim, a full-time head coach.
Not a huge SEC guy.
You're a college football guy, though.
What?
You're a college football guy.
I know a lot of names. Listen, I get shit all the time. Forgot Norm Chow last week. I'm gonna go with Joey Yanks on this one. I got this one wrong.
Okay. All right, we can bring White Sox Dave back in. We'll see how, and I'll reveal the standings here. Dave. Can we get Dave?
Or we give
Dave. What
was the score? What? Don't say who won. What was the score?
The score was 4-2.
Who won?
Your boy Rico. Your boy Rico is smarter than White Sox.
What? Did he get the New Jersey question right?
You both got that one right.
Well, he shouldn't have because he said Maryland.
No, his final answer was Delaware.
He said Maryland. You said stumble up
He
or
was
anything.
thinking out loud, and he gave me 3, but it wasn't just rattling them off. He's
I
like,
did the same thing with Notre Dame. That's the thought process.
All right, so
I'm not joking with you, but he did say that.
It was.
It's still 3-2, right? If you throw that one out.
Yeah, that's why I asked for the score.
So it was Mickey Goldmill was Rocky's trainer. So Rico got Mickey.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't get Mickey?
He didn't
No.
get Mickey.
I don't know. I don't
God.
fucking have any clue how.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the famous line. You both got the math question right. I thought someone would stumble and say 7 points for a touchdown, but you didn't. We're good at looking on you guys. That 2012 Big East football, that was Louisville. There was actually a 4-way tie for first in the final year of the Big East. It was like UConn, Louisville, Cincinnati, and I'm blanking on the last one right now. But yeah, it was Louisville went to the BCS game. Dave, I think that was our boy Teddy Bridgewater. And they played Florida, and he got like decapitated in the Sugar Bowl.
Probably.
Yeah.
That makes
Probably
sense.
because he's slow and unathletic.
Mike Bray, the Notre Dame guy, the most.
Got it.
Hey, that was a great call right there. How you shuffled through them. I was thinking Amaker the whole fucking time. Then I was so fixated on remembering his name that I didn't even attempt to remember any other ones.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. Bray
was a great call.
like a common guy. You got to know college basketball in and out to know that one.
See, I thought that one was pretty easy. Like Bray, of those guys, like Wojciechowski's been pretty good at Marquette, but he hasn't been there long. Bray's been there for, I don't know, 12 years now.
Right.
Yeah,
but
that was easy once.
Yeah.
But
And
Bray gets lost as an assistant. Like you don't.
He does at this point. He
You
does.
know what I mean? Like that's where it got tricky.
Okay. That's a good point, I guess. And then question 6, neither one of you got this. It's a big name in football history for his dad anyways, but it's Mike Shula. Mike Shula, they remember the guy Price, who he like forged his resume or whatever, so they fired him before he even took over, and then I think with Mike Shula came in right after him.
Huh.
So Dave,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
that hates Don Shula.
We'll have to run it back soon, Rico.
I mean,
Yeah.
we only got one episode left. We got Thursday night. That's the end of the show. So Dave, what's your record right now? I think you're 7-7-2.
Something like that.
We got to tally it up because I mean, if you go under 500 for the White Sox Dave trivia, that's a tough look. So you got Frankie Midnight coming up on Thursday. So we'll see.
I was gonna say, Chief, you know who you should get for Thursday is Jeff Fisher to break his fucking 500 record. Jeff Fisher.
It's a 500 off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would probably end in a tie too. So I don't know if we want to bring Eddie back in here. If we just want to close it down. But Rico, the look, like it's like Neighborhood Watch meets The Undertaker. Like you look incredible here.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a great look. But yeah, we'll sign off. We'll see everybody on Thursday for the series finale of Barstool at Night. But Rico, big thanks. Sorry, Dave.
Always a pleasure.
4-2 is a tough look.
Get him next time.
Get him next time. All right.
Good luck, Dave.
All right. Thanks, boys. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rico.
My pleasure.
Catch you tomorrow, man.
You got it.